Hey guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to the vlog. It's Hamza, and in today's video I'm gonna show you guys how I made $500,000 doing nothing in real estate. That's right, $500,000. Well, actually it was a little over $500,000 doing nothing. Now I could do all of this behind a desk and kind of go through the numbers and the settlement statements to explain exactly what happened and how I made this $500,000, but better than being behind the desk and showing you guys how I did it, I'm actually gonna take you to the property that allowed me to make $500,000 while I did absolutely nothing. So this is the trick here, guys. I did nothing, no work, nothing at all, and was able to make $500,000. Let's go. Before we get there, you guys know I'm an industrial guy. I like office warehouses, but as much as you would like to automate office warehouses, and as much as I do automate my office warehouses, it is next to impossible to make money doing nothing. So in today's video, I'm really excited to be able to tell you guys that I did literally nothing, making over $500,000. Now initially I did invest some money in this real estate, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second. I invested, in my opinion, quite a lot of money for the real estate that I bought. I think you guys can do it at a much smaller scale, even with a similar type investment, or you can scale this down to meet your needs. Like, you know, in my case, for example, I made over $500,000. In your case, you could make over $50,000 using this exact strategy and putting very little money down. And when I say very little money down, I mean extremely little money down. It was crazy how this deal came along and how I made this money. I want to say that I made this money by accident, and I made it quicker than I realized. Like, I forgot about this money, and by the time I realized that I had this investment and had made this investment and I was gonna sell it, it just panned out that I was over $500,000 richer. Okay, enough talking, and let's drive to the property. So I have not been here in a very long time, but I decided to actually come on site and show you guys exactly what I purchased and how I made over $500,000. So this is a 13.6 acre tract of land. I don't know if you guys can see that in the sign behind me. It's a busy road. And by the way, this road is a brand new road. So I actually bought this piece of land when this road wasn't there, but I had gotten word that they are expanding a major road through this tract in the city of Houston. So I came here, I was able to acquire 13.6 acres. Now you'll notice that the acreage is a lot. It does seem like it's a lot of land, but it had very little frontage. So it was very thin in the front and very long in the back. So that was a little bit of a concern that I had when I bought this. And the reason I bought this 13.6 acres was because I did want to put an office warehouse business park on it. There's an office warehouse business park right next door, and I wanted to build one very similar to it. Now, it's not an A-class office business warehouse by any means. In fact, if the B-roll is showing the office warehouse, what you'll be able to notice is it's a little older, it's made out of brick, and there's not too much glass in the real estate. So anyways, I was gonna build that office warehouse business park, but then I decided not to do that because I paid about $320,000, and I'm gonna attach the settlement statement or the line from the settlement statement over here. And that's what I paid. I ended up paying $320,000 for 13.6 acres, and then 2 years later, I'm gonna show you guys the date in the contract as well, ended up selling it for $900,000. That's right, this piece of land that you guys see, I ended up buying for $320,000 and then selling for $900,000. That's just crazy. Now, I paid $320,000 for this cash. There is a way where you could have used leverage, which I think would have been a better way at the time to invest in something like this. You could have probably gotten a loan and put like $100,000 down for this property and probably sold it for $900,000, making it like a 900% return or something crazy. Like, this was for me the Bitcoin of real estate. And not only that, the best part was I really didn't do anything. The thing that I did work a little bit. So actually, I take that back. I put in one step of work. I did preliminary drawings on the project, which I will attach here as well, so you guys can take a look at them. But preliminary drawings are basically 1 hour of work, and that was just to see if the project is viable. Now the project was viable, but I decided to sleep on it because I was developing other real estate. And because I was developing other real estate, this one kind of got lost in the background. And I ended up then selling it to a 1031 exchange buyer, so somebody who really needed to purchase the property and close on it very quickly. So this is it, guys. Let me give you guys a better look as to what is going on here. So this right here was a residential subdivision. This is the property that I bought, and if I'm not mistaken, there is a stake out there somewhere that I had put a while ago to measure how thick this land is, and it's not wide by any means. It's quite narrow and quite deep. I'm gonna attach a picture here somewhere. Also, another funny thing that I didn't realize until after I bought the property, well, I realized before I bought it, but I didn't know it was a huge issue, was that there's actually a bayou running through the property, and I would have to build a bridge if I wanted to access the back portion of this deal. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That just shows you how I got started. This was a huge risk for me at the time, but I do believe I got lucky and I was able to make money while I slept. So once again, guys, you know, single family is great, industrial is great, commercial is great, and you guys know that I do mainly industrial, but sometimes, you know, land is where the opportunity is, and you can really make a lot of money while not really doing much. So this is the property. I'm just gonna quickly drive by it. I think it was still here somewhere, so extremely thin. And then come to find out that a friend of mine, a very known land broker, actually owns the land right next door to me and actually offered it to me for sale recently. But that was after I had sold the lot that I own. So it didn't really make sense for me to buy it, because what is the point of buying two narrow lots next to each other? Once again, as you guys can see, this road has now been expanded. This is a brand new road that was not here when I owned that piece of land. I think that contributed a lot towards the appreciation and the value of that land going up. Now since then, of course, there's been a lot of new development. As you guys can see, there's an office warehouse business park that has come here. There's more development in the back, and there's just been a lot of development on this road. So it might not be a bad idea to come back in this area and look for something that hopefully doesn't have a bayou in it, so that I can go on and develop my next project. Now, as you all know, once again, I did just close on my office warehouse business park. I'm gonna make a separate video on that, breaking that transaction down for me. It was a very successful exit, and I'm very happy about that. And I have some money that I need to deploy and invest in real estate. And now that I'm vlogging, you guys will be able to see the entire journey with me, and I'm very excited for that as well. This play for me, this over $500,000 of profit, over 100% of profit, was purely an informational play. I got information that they were expanding and there was a highway that was coming, and so I decided to take action. So sometimes it's just, you have to take advantage of any information you may have, any direct, credible information you may have that may lead to massive appreciation on your land. Like I'm telling you guys, like I haven't seen this type of appreciation on single family homes. Homes that were worth like 200 are probably worth 300 now, or a little over 300. Land that was worth 320, which is what I paid for it, was actually worth less than that because I had to pay fees and whatnot. Appreciated to almost $1 million. I'm pretty sure I could have gotten $1 million from the buyer. I just decided to close quickly because he had offered me like a 7-day close, and I made a crazy amount of money for literally not doing anything. Exciting times, more to come. And you know what the best part is? I am actually currently doing this with a much larger tract of land, and I'm literally going to make 7 figures on that property without doing anything. It's land arbitrage basically, and it's a really good play, really clean play. You don't need to worry about development. You don't need to have experience to build anything, and I think this makes an excellent opportunity for people who just have some money that they want to park. So I'm back home, and I just wanted to tell you guys, you know, just because we look at real estate one way, sometimes there are easier ways to make money in real estate another way. I never thought I would flip land. I always thought that I would buy land for development, but now the opportunity is, because everything is so high, commercial real estate is priced high. Single family home right now is crazy, especially with Zillow, Redfin, Open Door entering the market and out competing other buyers. So you have entities, institutional entities, that are now outbidding single family home or first time buyers who actually want to buy homes. So I don't think residential is really a good play. I also think for those of you who are in brokerages or agents or whatever, I do think that this automated real estate play is going to eat into your revenue. Land plays, on the other hand, very simple, very doable. I just showed you how it's done. You could do it for much less money at a smaller scale than I did, obviously, but it's definitely something that is still appealing and makes you a real estate investor. Now, you have to take into consideration that land investing will not give you tax-free advantaged strategy. So always, if you're going to invest in land, make sure you're also investing in something that gives you depreciation. That means something that has an improvement on it, so that you can maximize your tax consequence. And that's something that I personally think is extremely important. Okay guys, I'm gonna keep this video short and sweet. With that, I will see you guys next video, and Habibi, let's go.